Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. This one's a pretty important one today. This is 3 tips that are going to make the experience of buying your 2024 Camaro hopefully a little less stressful, and hopefully we can help. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. So we're doing these in order from 1 to 3 in the way the process you would order it and whatnot. So number 1 obviously is check your deal allocation. Is the first part of this. Checking your deal allocation. Back during COVID-19 and all that, when everybody was trying to get a car, there's a lot of shady dealers out there, right? So trying to deal, obviously, with your local dealer that you obviously have some experience with or familiar with, and verify that they have allocation. That's the first part. Second part is, on any sales order, whether it be Camaro or anything else, anything where there's a binding contract, make sure that you can verify that your deposit is refundable, because the dealers will tell you anything. And, as it turns out that your order doesn't get picked up or they don't have allocation or whatever, that way you can go back to the dealer and not wait months and months and months and end up losing your deposit. And some of this deposit could be $1,000 to $5,000. So make sure it's written in the contract, either handwritten or typed in somewhere in the contract, that your deposit is fully refundable. That is the first step, and probably the most important step of these quick 3 tips when ordering a Camaro. So tip number 2 is get your GM Workbench order. And things might work a little different up here in Canada as they do down in the States, but it's pretty much all the same. That GM Workbench order is going to lay out all the options that you've chosen for the car, from start to finish, right? Make sure you get a copy of that, along, obviously, with your sales order, but make sure you get your GM Workbench order. The salesperson will likely type it in at the time, right? And you get that GM Workbench order and make sure that it's actually the options that you ordered, not options that they have put together for a stock car, because they could be quite different, right? So make sure you get that along with your sales order. So before we get to number 3, I just wanted to quickly tell you about what's coming up. We're working on our top pick for each generation for Camaro 1 to 6, and I've been tweaking it up a little bit, but stay tuned for that. And if you made it this far in the video, really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our content. We really appreciate all the support the channel gets. So let's get to number 3. So our third tip is check your status order on Chevrolet.com or .ca, depending on where you live, or call your local dealer, right? We'll put a link in the description for all the codes. They start at 500 and go to 9,000. Now, 500 and 9,000 are hopefully 2 codes that you don't experience. I guess really the important ones are 1100, 3300, and 5000. 1100 is that your order has been accepted. 3300 is that your order is scheduled for production, and 5000 is it's delivered to the dealer. Those are the big exciting codes, right? So put a link in the description for that. And another good friend of mine, Anthony at Blueprint 1LE, has gone into a more detailed video on this whole experience. We'll put his link in the description as well. So make sure you go and check him out. And really appreciate you watching the video. You've gotten this far. And hopefully these tips help. So until we see you again, take care.